What is up, America and the rest of the world out there? Captain Big Ears here. So on this video, I'm talking about the third thing I've done, and that was start my diet. So I started exercising, like I said in the last video, and it was like, okay, I'm doing these exercises, and I got one of those smartwatches, and it was telling me how many calories I was burning. And, a hard 45 minute to an hour exercise, I'm only getting like 800 calories. I mean, some of the different exercises I would do in the program got me to I would burn like 1,000 in that, like an hour and over an hour exercise. But mostly it's like in the 700, 600 range is kind of average, 800s. Sometimes it's 1,000, but you know, you 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 could eat that many calories in one meal if you're not careful. And so I was like, man, what's the point of putting in all this hard work if I'm just gonna go eat it all back up? So I was like, you know what, you got to go on a diet. So I think I started that on week 2 or week 3, where I was like, because I was only losing like a couple pounds. I was still losing weight because I was exercising, but I was like, how much it's gonna help me so much better if I start a diet. And what I started doing was keto, just meat and vegetables and cheese. I don't, it's it. Meat, vegetables, and cheese. Cut out cereal, bread, potatoes, sugary fruits. I actually don't eat fruits at all. I also started taking like a multivitamin. Kind of helps me feel good. But yeah, I started keto, and it's kind of rough at the beginning, having to make these changes. But I mean, once you start doing it, really it's just routine now. Like, we go and we make a lot of our own food at home now. We don't really eat out, but if you get busy, you're in town with the family, or you're just busy in general and you're in town, you can go to like restaurants like Chick-fil-A and get the grilled chicken nuggets and a large water, and there you go. That's keto, just grilled chicken, and it's good. And then like Papa John's has the pizza bowls, which is just meat and cheese, no bread. Those are good. And I don't do that often, because usually when we get home I'll make chicken or steak, or eggs omelets, just meat, cheese, and vegetables, dude. And I think that's helped out a lot with the diet, with the weight loss. Lost 69 pounds in 12 weeks, and I'm going to continue going. We're going to see how far we can go with this. I think I'm going to stick on the diet even if I get to my goals, because I kind of like the keto diet. Cutting out bread, cutting out all those carbs, having your body go back to burning fat as fuel, because that's what ketosis is I don't know, you feel different. Like, I feel better. So that's what I'm doing, keto. I'm also doing I'm an intermittent fasting. It's gotten now in week 13. I started in week like 10, week 9. I started only eating once a day to help lower my calorie intake, and just help me on. So intermittent, that's the diet I'm doing, is low calorie, keto, intermittent fasting, which I'm doing keto and it's low calorie because I've added the intermittent fasting. I only eat one time a day now, and I mean, I feel good. Like, I don't feel like trash. So that's what I'm doing. You have to find your own diet that works for you, but that is what I'm doing. And I feel like that's a big part of how I lost 7 pounds last week. Usually I'm averaging, on a bad week, is 5, and then on my good weeks it's right. I lose about 10 pounds a week. It just fluctuates. Christmas was last 2 weeks ago, and it kind of threw everything off, because I kind of ate some stuff I shouldn't have. I stay away from the desserts. You gotta meat, cheese, and vegetables. And it's cutting out the desserts, I really didn't have a problem with. I really didn't eat. My thing was, the reason I was so big is because I would eat a lot of just food and carbs in general, and I didn't move my body. Like, you got to exercise. You got to, whatever you eat, you need to go do something. Like, if you eat a lot, you need to go do activity that helps you burn that off. And I wasn't doing that. You know, I'd eat and chill. So that's the diet I'm on, keto. It is working good right now. It's working good. I wouldn't say right now because I've been doing it for a while now, a couple weeks now. So the intermittent fasting, which wasn't that hard for me to start because I already skipped breakfast. So usually I'd eat around 12 and I'd eat around 6:30ish. So I started off slow and I pushed my lunchtime to 3. So my window was like a 4-hour window where I ate at 3 o'clock and I ate at 6 o'clock. And it was like, well, I might as well just wait till 6 o'clock and just eat one time. And I finally tried it, and you know, it was rough at first, you know, but I kept my mind right, kept telling myself we could do it, just keep trying. And like, I hadn't got like lightheaded or nothing. I wasn't feeling like I was going to faint during the day or, you know, sick or nothing. So that wasn't an issue. And you know, I kept preparing myself for that. Like, I was like, okay, if I start feeling woozy or something, I could, you know, go get me some jerky from the break room if I was at work, or if I was at home, you know, I could go in there and make me something keto friendly. But I haven't had that problem, so I was like, let's run with it. And that's what I've been doing for 3 weeks now, is eating one time a day. Cutting out sodas was not an issue for me because I really only drank sodas when we went out to restaurants. And that was another problem with my weight loss. We used to eat out a lot. And if you really look, when you start doing keto, you start to understand how much carbs are in fast foods. And you start to realize how bad, if you're doing a keto diet, going out to eat is for you. You know, like I mentioned, a couple of restaurants that you can go to. Now, if you're going to like a sit-down restaurant, like a nicer restaurant, it's a little easier to find keto. You just get you some meat. You can, like, if I went to like El Nopal, if y'all don't have El, it's a Mexican restaurant. You just get like a steak taco and you just throw away the tortilla and just eat the meat. So, you know, that's a little easier. But as far as other fast food restaurants, it's kind of hard to find keto friendly things. And now you can go to McDonald's, and like what I do if we were in a hurry and we were out in town and we didn't have time to make meals, is that I would go to McDonald's and get a quarter pounder and a large water and get rid of the bread. Just eat the 2 meat and cheese patties, and it's actually really good. But I try still not to go to fast food restaurants because, you know, one, mentally, it's harder on you mentally because you're like, oh man, I miss all eating all this junk. But you know, you just gotta get your mind right. And the keto diet's what I'm doing, and it's working out. So follow me on my weight loss journey. See if I sink or swim. Follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm more active on Instagram. Captain Big Ears 94. And thanks for watching the video. Captain Big Ears out.